you keep growing and gracious host of having me on and having the right questions. I also appreciate that after all those hundreds of videos and all the solo programs you have, we're still top 50 on Reason and Theology channel. I think we're
Is that
somewhere around
right?
48 or 49, somewhere in
Is
that
that
number.
right?
Still top 50 our last
Oh, that's
conversation
crazy.
with so many
Yeah,
great guests you had.
I've had so many people comment about how much they loved that interview, and I just find Ethiopian Orthodoxy fascinating. Its history, its theology, and unfortunately, there's just not a whole lot of content out there about it that I've seen that's at least accessible in the English language, to my knowledge. And I find that unfortunate. So I'm glad that you're um, helping introduce people to this tradition. And what we're actually going to be doing today is pretty cool. We're going to take a look at several anaphoras in the Ethiopian Orthodox liturgy. We're going to take a look at the anaphora of the apostles, and then probably take a glimpse at the anaphora of Saint Mary. In fact, there's quite a few. I want to share my screen and show
Yeah, there are
some of these.
14 that are
Hmm.
in widespread liturgical usage
Uh-huh.
currently in the church. I've talked
Okay.
to certain scholars, like actually Father Hapta Mikhail Kidane, who's a
Hmm.
Capuchin father,
Hmm.
but also an Orthodox scholar, Father Mabratu Kiros, who say there are something like 50 in the manuscript tradition when you go
Wow.
through all the various monasteries and search for them. But
Hmm.
practically in usage today, there are 14, which does seem like a lot. I believe it's the second Gregory one,
Uh-huh.
is said only during the week of Hosanna or Palm Sunday, during the Great Fast or during Lent.
Wow.
And there are various other occasions. The Lord is for holidays of the Lord, and the Mary
Uh-huh.
one is for holidays of Mary, and so on and so forth. The Dioscorus one is usually said during the 50 days between Pascha or Easter and
Uh-huh.
the Paraclete or the holiday of the Holy Ghost.
Saint Cyril.
Yeah,
Wow.
that would be
Wow.
of Alexandria rather
Of
than
Alexandria.
Jerusalem.
Right,
But
right.
Jerusalem also a saint in our tradition.
Mhm.
Actually, I've
Mhm.
been teaching from his catechism for the past 2 years for some
Wow.
Sunday school students. It's fantastic if you've ever gone through the
Oh,
books.
I have,
Yeah,
yeah. So that, and by the way, I put a link to this in the show notes for everybody to take a look at. This is the liturgy of the Ethiopian church, and so it has the whole liturgy in here, right?
that's right. Yeah, you see the kind of the introductory section, which is about time wise with
Uh
the
huh.
natural organic choreography and the giz and everything, takes about an hour until the reading
Yeah.
of the gospel. And then, so after the reading of the gospel, which